Welcome back, guys. We are here, me, Will, and Karen, and a while back, a couple months ago, we went skydiving, and I know the video is just now coming out, but I just never got around to doing it, and I know that there were some people that were waiting a lot for this, so here it is. We're finally doing it. So I'm going to show you the videos of us skydiving. We all three got the videos with it, so you can see us go skydiving, and then we're going to talk a little bit about our experience, about how it was, and how it felt, and why we want to go again, and just interesting, funny stuff about it. So here are the videos, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Hey, what's your name?
Karen.
What are we doing, Karen?
Skydiving.
Skydiving?
Yeah.
That's not what I signed up for. Here we go! Are you ready? Let's do it! We are halfway! Are you sure you want to do this? I mean, you're sure?
Yeah.
Do you know that your instructor is asleep right now?
Don't wake up.
That's not a good sign. Are you ready? Very nice, Niall. Very nice. Woo! Yeah!
Yes.
What did you think about that?
It was awesome.
That was awesome. Boy, you did a great job here at Ozark Skydive Center. Are you ready to go again?
Yes.
Yes!
Again.
Let's do it!
Thank you.
Hey man, what's your name?
Will,
What are we doing today, Will?
what was that?
What are we
We're
doing?
going skydiving
Why?
because I've always wanted to.
Well, today you get to, right?
Yep.
We're gonna jump out of this plane here in about 15 minutes.
All right. Sounds good.
Any final words before takeoff?
Well, not really.
Here we go! And then we're halfway up.
It's gonna be great.
Halfway! Are you scared yet?
I'm not scared yet. I think I will be when I stick my foot out of the plane.
Yeah, you should be scared, dude. This is not bowling. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go!
Yep. Yep. I'm ready.
Yes!
That was awesome.
What did you think about that?
That was crazy.
That was crazy! Nice job, man. Nice job. All right. Hold that on one side. Let's see what happens. Whoa!
Right.
What about the left side now? Really hard. to say before we do?
It's a whole lot better than what I thought it was.
All right! I did my job well.
Yes, you did. You're great.
Yeah, what did you think about that?
Nice, that was great.
Nice job, man. We'll see you next time. Ozark Skydive Center.
Nice.
Hey man, what's your name?
Marshall,
What are we doing today, Marshall?
we're going skydiving.
Why?
Guys, I've wanted to for a couple years.
Oh yeah, today's the day.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I didn't have my camera flying. You did it on this one. All right. Hey man, we are just about halfway up. All right. What do you think about all that?
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long way down there.
Oh yeah.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
You want to go all the way?
Yeah.
Who's going to be your best friend for the next 10 minutes? Yeah, that guy. Oh, you got a friend.
Finally.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ozark Skydive Center. All right, baby.
All right. What did you think about that?
Oh, it was awesome.
It was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Are you ready to go again?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Oh, yeah.
Nice job, Ozark Skydive Center. We'll see you next time. Okay, so the plane they took us up in, it was a Cessna, what was it? Cessna
172.
172, and it was very, very tiny in there, as you could see. And me and Karen, we each, it was just us and the two.
One was a cameraman or the videographer, and one was the one you jumped with.
Yeah, yeah.
It was called your jumping buddy.
We went one by one. But when Will went, there was another guy that went with, because, okay, so the whole deal was if you wanted video, then an extra guy had to go with to video you.
He was the only one that
Sounds
had his
confusing.
license to video, so he was a cameraman, basically, all he was.
Mm-hmm.
And he would film jumps, which you can do a self-film, but if he was available, he would jump with you and he'd be the cameraman.
Yeah. Yeah, and so when Will went, there were 5 people with the pilot, 4 other people besides the pilot, and like, how did you guys fit in there? How did you fit all of you stuff in there?
It was very tight. We had to. I sat right against the. As you can see, I sat right against the back of the pilot seat, and the guy that I jumped with sat right in front of me, and his legs were like towards me. We were facing each other, and the other 2 were right to the side, as you can see, and he was up by right beside the pilot, and his instructor or whatever was facing him. Anyways, it was very, very tight. We actually couldn't turn around and strap up until the other people jumped out. We had to wait to turn around and strap up until they had jumped out of the plane.
Another thing is it's so loud in the
Oh,
plane.
it's so loud.
You can't hear anyone talking. I know, did you hear half the stuff he said when you were in there? Because
you just kind of guess. You
It
just
was
kind
hard
of
to
you just
hear.
kind of say yes or no.
And you just laugh at
Yeah.
the end. You're good.
Yes, it was extremely noisy in the airplane. Very noisy. Okay, here's where you actually jump.
Probably the scariest part is putting your foot on
I
that
know.
ledge. Like just
The
sticking
wind's
your
like
foot
sitting there
out.
trying to blow it
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
and you're like, I gotta hit
Yeah.
this. It's not very big because
Yeah.
Yeah.
the step was literally only
Mhm.
about that big.
Yeah.
And I was afraid I was gonna miss it. Like
Yeah,
I was afraid
my
if I
whole
missed
foot,
it,
like,
I'm just
covered it.
done
You-
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Once you do that, then you're good to go. I mean,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
you're out there.
and then when you go to roll off, I'm not kidding. I bet we were standing there for 5 minutes. Not quite.
Did you have to
felt
wait
like-
on the rain?
No, but when it just feels like forever when you roll out of the plane.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
only
Yeah.
about 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like how would you explain like the feeling of going out of the plane and falling? Like I personally I just don't know what words how to describe it. It's something
Well,
I
it's a
can't
little
really-
bit. It's a little bit like a wreck. You
Oh, yeah.
you see it happening, but it's just super slow motion.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's kind of like a roller coaster too.
Yeah.
And then
Like, it's almost too fast to process till you're
yeah,
afterwards.
because then well all of a sudden you're just falling.
Yeah.
Like you just go.
It
and,
feels like you missed something in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You missed a moment, but you didn't.
Yeah.
If you've never gone before, you definitely should get the video.
Yeah.
Because looking back on it,
Yeah.
I would get the video. It's worth it.
Definitely.
It cost us like $90 a piece for the video, but yeah, it was worth it for me. So, and when you're falling, the wind is so powerful, like you can't move your hands right. It just kind of sticks them in one position. You just it's hard
you do
to.
this number.
Yeah.
You're like you give a thumbs up, and you're like, wait, that wasn't a thumbs up. Let me do this again.
you have to concentrate so hard on your motions.
And then it ends up being a weird. But when they pull the chute, it's actually more of a force than what I thought it would be. Like it jerks you. Pretty
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
It does.
It is pretty powerful. Hmm. And they had told us that we might get to control the chute depending on how it is. And me and Karen, neither of us got to, which the conditions were a little bit. There was like a little storm coming up and stuff, so that's why I figured they didn't. But Will actually did get to. As you can see, he got to. The guy let him do it, and so since we didn't get to, like, how was that? I mean, I don't know how it was.
When I hit the ground and thinking back on it, is a little bit like when you're a kid, you're flying a kite and you pull the string and it goes this way, and you pull the string and it goes that way. But this is like a really big kite, and what's crazy about it is when you pull the string, you go with the kite. But the effect of it, I think, is about, I'm gonna say, is about twice as, I'm not sure how you explain it, but the parachute, you get pulled about twice as hard as the parachute does. It just like
Yeah.
yanks you around. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't yank you, but it's a lot of G-force.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the guy that I was with did a bunch of spirals and spins, which he did with you too.
Yeah.
And man, and like all the blood goes to your legs.
I know.
It
Yeah.
feels weird. I mean, he just kept on doing it. Which he asks you, he asks you if you feel fine, like if you feel nauseous or if you wanted to keep on doing it. I felt fine, so yeah, he kept on doing it. But you didn't do as many, did you?
He didn't do as many with me. I don't know. He didn't ask me if I wanted to do more. So,
But didn't you start feeling sickish?
I probably would have if he would have done more. I didn't feel bad.
Mhm. And so we went at this place called Ozark Skydive Center, kind of out in the country of southwestern Missouri. And like, how would you rate it? I mean,
It was a little bit hillbilly. Like, it wasn't as professional as I thought they would be, as it
yeah.
would be. But, I don't know, they did a really good
Everyone
job.
seemed to know their
They were
stuff.
very friendly and
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was for a first time experience. It was totally fine. Now, if I go again, I probably won't go there. But for just a one time experience, it was great. It really was.
yeah.
The scenery wasn't just like super nice or anything, but just to be real honest, I think you guys probably about to say the same. You guys weren't necessarily looking at all the scenery.
No.
was,
No.
No.
It was
On
more
your-
the feel of it.
It was more the feel that you
Yeah.
were concentrated
Yeah,
on.
and that's one thing. Like, if you're going for your first time, I would not spend a lot of money and go somewhere where it's really nice for your first time, because our experience was that that's not what you're focusing on. It's your first time. There's so much other stuff to take in that that's not what you're concentrating on. And all of us would like to go again sometime, and if we go again, we're definitely going to choose a place that has a lot better scenery this time, because we can focus more on that. Like, we kind of know what it's like.
We'll know what to expect.
Yeah, kind of know the feels, and so that's just. I think all of us would say that about don't go for scenery the first time, because you're gonna miss most of it.
But, I mean, again, if you do go and you know, this is the only time, if you're only going to go once in your lifetime, you may as well go where it's it's scenic, but make sure you take a video, because you will be glad for it later.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Karen says her landing was kind of rough, but was it? I mean, let's watch that again. Like, was it really that bad?
No.
Okay, let's play it again. Okay, now, I don't know if it was actually, I feel like she's talking it up. I don't know, like, what do you think?
Well, I saw one of the guys there that had landed, and his was definitely a little bit rougher than your guys's.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone else there, I guess.
But no, okay, we'll go easy on her. It's her first time.
Have a word of advice: wear slick pants. It helps. Definitely do wear comfortable pants.
Mhm.
Though I wouldn't recommend wearing jeans or
No.
anything like that.
We didn't wear jeans, but they told us, they recommended us not to. They said that you don't want to wear jeans, so we didn't. And I think we're all glad that we didn't wear jeans. But something that we actually didn't mention was about that guy that went right before. Was it me or you that had to use the reserve?
It was right before me. It was actually the guy that he was in the plane.
He was
with
the
me.
one that jumped out with you, right?
Yeah. Well, it was the other. It wasn't an instructor or anything. He was just the other guy getting us. He was going to skydiving.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And you said, so what? You said something flew past you, didn't it?
Yeah. It was the ring from his parachute that held the parachute on. It was a steel ring. It went past us. Anyways, I didn't actually, I didn't really know what it was or anything like that. I didn't even know it was a steel ring. I just saw something fly past. But the guy that was with me, he jumped with me. My instructor, he saw it go past, but he knew what it was, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So I had no idea what was going on. But yeah.
And so they had to use their reserve, and I mean, it really didn't even scare me. Like, I was next up in line, and after they came down, and I don't know, maybe I should have felt more scared, but I was ready to go. I don't know, it didn't really strike me as that scary.
You know, I mean, things happen, and that's why they have a reserve chute,
Mm-hmm.
because they know that, you know, it can fail.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and everything worked out like it. He pulled his reserve chute, and his reserve chute worked like it was supposed to. And,
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that way with a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's why there's...
Just because something happens doesn't mean you need to get, you know, his chute didn't work smooth.
Yeah. And there was actually something else that was pretty interesting while we were there. There was a lady there celebrating her 85th birthday by going skydiving, and she literally went right before us. She was there right when we were going. And I don't know.
She's the one that did spins too, didn't she?
Yeah.
She was sick
Mhm.
when she came down.
Yeah.
She could
Yeah.
barely handle it.
Hey, I'd be pretty
But-
proud if I could go when I'm 85.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we came home and tried to convince Grandma to go, but she didn't. Grandma's 86, and she just didn't want to go. We were like, well, come on, you know, this 85-year-old woman went, but no. So, I mean, yeah, that'd definitely be cool if I can still go when I'm 85.
If you go when you're 85, I'll go when I'm 85. Is that a deal?
Mm-hmm. So 66 years from now, we might come back with a similar video. Wow. I wonder where everything in the world's going to be at in 60-some years.
Skydiving will probably be a thing of the past.
Could be. Probably in 2080. something.
That's a long time. Shout out to 2080. If you're watching this in 2080, you're a real champ. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. We had a lot of fun doing this, going skydiving, talking about it, sharing our experience with you. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below. If you've ever went skydiving, yeah, leave a comment saying that you went, where you went. That'd be really cool. I would definitely recommend going. Like, I truly think everyone needs to go at least once in their lifetime. But it's, yeah, it's up to you, but I would strongly, I mean, would you all strongly recommend
Oh yeah.
people to go?
I would definitely recommend people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I will see you next week.
Why did you not pull the privacy or the screen off your computer?
Pull the what?
The little,
This thing?
yeah.
I'm trying to save my screen. I just
I
didn't,
thought I was the only one that did that.
I never got around to it.
So that can come off.
Yeah, but like my other screen got really scratched.
Just want to sit there.
Well, it's touch screen.
Did you let your grandma use it? That's why.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
But I just kind of want to know how y'all sat. How y'all. So that's a good way to start it. Did I say hey guys? I don't know if
Never. Once upon a time, pretty good one.
Do what? Once upon a time?
See how you start stories. Alright, go ahead. Go.
Hey. Ow! Ow! She hit my toe.